Can you see the screen? Awesome. So yeah, I've taken 2 trades. It was HIMX and it was NIO. My first attempt was on NIO, and honestly, HIMX was good, but NIO was really bad. I have no idea why I've taken this one. Let me close this thing here. Let me get the epic pen. Where is it? Come on, appear. There it is. So yeah, looking at NIO, I saw that we already did the average true range on the daily chart. Looking at the 5-minute chart, 1, 2, 3, we're already having 3 candles. This was the 4th 5-minute candle. And once I see that, I start looking at the level 2 and time and sales, just try to pick the first moment of weakness I see on the level 2 or time and sales, along with the price action, I take the trade. This one around here was not that ideal, because it was forming an ABCD pattern on the 1-minute chart, and basically I didn't see anything. This was just an anticipation of it forming a double top before the breakdown. I lost an hour and a half on this thing, or a little bit above than that, more than that, because I just double clicked around there and I expected a drop. That was a really tight stop loss, didn't work out. I think it was fine. The second trade I've taken was on HIMX, and this one was decent. First of all, we didn't have a double top or anything, so basically the moment of weakness which I would see will not be because of the double top before the break. It would be the first thing I see on the way up. Now looking at here, 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th candle. This candle was a really big wide-bodied candle. This one started breaking up, didn't break up, started selling off. I took it to the short side once I saw red flashing on the time and sales, and this was a decent winner. It was a decent winner, but it wasn't that big because I didn't partial so much. That was 20% partial, that was another 20% partial, and that was another 20% partial. So I had around 50% left of my position. I exited break even. I just wanted to end the day green, and I missed the real move because I exited the break even. Overall green, but not the best day. Let's see how you did. Hey, Marvin. So Dardan traded NIO. Now NIO is awesome, actually. I don't know how I didn't put this thing on my watch list today. Remember when we said that we are looking for a range in the 60-minute chart? Why do we do that? We do that because we expect that if the candle on the 60-minute chart breaks, it will run. At least for a little bit, it will run, right? Now, if you see that type of range, but on the daily chart, that's even better. Because if you break on the daily chart, you will run way more than you will run on the 60-minute chart. This is something which Thor caught, and he noticed this. I unfortunately didn't pay much attention to the daily. I was looking at the 60. Now look what's happening right there. At the open, and I was starting to sell off. Where is the 1-minute chart? Okay, we have it there. Okay, so at the open, it was selling off, which was annoying. And that sell-off, it wasn't that big. You could see that on the daily chart, that sell-off was this small wick around here. It's like, that's basically nothing. Let me actually download the chart. I think it will be better if I can. So yeah, you could see here that sell-off which was in the 1-minute chart, it was just this tiny wick around here. And then once you start coming back up to the open price and a little bit above it, you basically start breaking the range, which could have been a perfect entry to establish position to the long side. There is our open line, right? 59.50. I bet the gold line is the open line. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, this would have been a really good long right here, and you took it a little bit later. Let's see why you took it. Okay, this wasn't bad. This is perfect. This is an ABCD pattern, type A. You took it to the long side based on the 1-minute chart. Why did you get sold out twice? I never really find these type of ABCD patterns, so I didn't have confidence saying it. Yeah, because this one was so good, and the perfect thing about it was also that the 9 moving average on the 5-minute chart coincided with the 50 moving average on the 1-minute chart, right? 9 on the 5 with the 50 on the 1. That is so perfect because we know that 50 on the 1 is like holding really well. Enter on these ones as close as possible to the support. This is like so perfect and so clean with a really flat resistance. Nice entry to the long. I think an add, and you just bailed on it. You never get so bad because this one you'd have gotten a 2-to-1 easily on this thing, right? If you enter now, if you enter anywhere around here below this green blue line, maybe a little bit above here. Your stop loss would need to be at least the last level where it bounced from. The moment of the breakout, you could add to your position and move your stop loss into the middle of the range and then just scalp it all the way up. So this setup was perfect. A little bit mismanaged, but you said it. You don't trade this one a lot, so you don't have much confidence with it. But yeah, it was a good one. Bobby, let's see it. Let me actually download it. I mean, I think it would be better. You're welcome. So Bobby traded XOM. Now this is good. I love it. Look at this. In the pre-market, we are going down, or basically we are downtrending. In the pre-market, stock is below view up. It's giving us a reverse ABCD pattern. Indecision candle, that is the pre-market low, I guess, or pre-market level. There it is. At the open, it's hovering around it, giving us a 3-bar play short. What would be the stop loss around here? This would be more than enough for a stop loss. It held it here, it held it here, it held it here, and basically this around here is kind of a fake breakout. So this is a perfect entry. This is a perfect stop loss. Partial all the way down, exited the rest at break even. That's smart. Why is that? Hammer at the low of the day. We're far from the 9 and the 5. It is 1, 2, 3 candles, right? Remember, guys, 3 candles. You wait for a pullback. That's what I always do. And that's why I usually take bigger partials on the 3rd candles, because sometimes it's not only a pullback before continuation. Sometimes after the 3 candles, you just run up or you establish a new trend. And you don't want to do that when you're in a good position with a really good move. Like here, and that's around 8 cents move. It's decent, or 60 cents move. So yeah, if you still had a lot, around here would have been a really good place to just exit most of your position, because you know it could go to the 9 and the 5. If it's been like small share size left, 10%, 15%, just bail the rest at break even. Good job, Bobby. Oh, Danny, also catch. Did you catch the same trade right there, Danny? See that? You play the reversal. Yeah, that will be fun. Let us see that. Sam, MRNA. So let's take a look at MRNA. MRNA on the daily, we are going up. Small fake breakout right there. 60-minute chart, we are having a range. We could go up and we could go down. So Sam waited for the breakdown. There was the break below the low of the range. That is around 180 something. So yeah, it dropped all the way around here. Pull back for a retest. Look at this, guys. You see how this is holding? I love this catch, Sam. You could see that this on the 1-minute chart at 184 is the retest area. It pulled back, it retested, it held it. Nice reverse ABCD pattern. Short with an add. You held it through this. That's awesome. And start partially at the breakdown. This is amazing, Sam. I love it. Added. Now here, I personally wouldn't have entered. And add is fine. Remember, guys, add is always fine, even if it's not an entry position. But an entry around here would be bad. Why is that? Because this is a parabolic pullback, and still the 9 is far. And we know that if it's moving parabolically, it could either make an A, B, C, D, and it could make an A, B, C, D. So this is a 50-50, and we want to have something more than 50-50. What are we going to wait for? We're going to wait for the M shape, just to make sure that this ABCD pattern failed, and that will be our entry. Or if it breaks, then it might be a long, but I personally will not take it to the long side because of this. Like, we're weak on the bigger time frames, and it could just make a bigger pullback before the drop down. I'll be just looking for a short setup. Now you added on this reverse ABCD pattern around here, partial, and exited the rest, I guess, at your new break even. Really good trade, Sam. I love the management on this one. Let's take a look at this for Danny. So Danny traded Apple. Now the 60-minute chart is decent, right? I mean 60-minute high, most probably running up. 5-minute chart, ABCDY. I guess you traded for the break of the high of the day only. Quick scalp above the break of the high of the day. Was this the intended setup? Yeah, high of the scalp, I see that. Second trade, break of the R4. And the third could not hold the R4, so you took it to the short side. That's smart. So yeah, I wouldn't have taken it to the long side because, as I said, this is like so far, right? It's a little bit extended, and you took it. Look, you took it at the peak of the 1-minute candle. If you took it after this hammer for a scalp, I'll tell you, okay, it's fine because you'll be able to catch at least 1-minute move and partial on it. The problem with your entry is that you entered after the 1-minute move was already done. That's why it wasn't ideal. Now the second one is fine. Why is that? Because again, you are playing a scalp for a break of the high of the day, and at least you are entering at the beginning of the candle. You are not entering at the end of it, and if it makes a small quick pop, you will be able to scalp it. This is the way to try to scalp well, right? This is awesome. This I love. Why is that? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 3 candles. We're having a level up here, and you're having the R4, which it held. Doji at the high of the day and NU low. That's awesome. Short added and then started partialing all the way down to VWAP. This is awesome. I love it. Along with that, what did we have? We had a fake breakout. There was our breakout around here, and this breakout was not able to run and hold the serities and the continuation. That was a fake breakout, and immediately it dropped back down. So this was awesome. I love this, Danny. Good job. So then that was your XOM trade. So you see, this is why exactly we said that this place around here would be a good place to just start bailing, because Bobby took this thing to the short side. And once this happened, Danny noticed that this could be a pullback and this could make a decent move up there. And Bobby also knew that this thing could go against him. So he bailed on his short around here, where Danny started taking his partials and took his position to the long side. You see, it's just different setups, different directions, but you both could see it. Bobby saw it when he was short, Danny saw it as an opportunity to take it to the long side. Awesome one. You're welcome. Let's see what Nina did. Nina traded Disney. Now, this is not bad, Nina. I like it. You are having I think Disney, the problem with Disney was that it was already extended. On the 60, there was a range around here. And it broke it in the pre-market, or maybe a little bit above. It broke it in the pre-market and dropped so much. This was the only problem. But still, I mean, you don't really have to trade only ranges, right? You went with the trend on a reverse ABCD pattern at a bounce from view up. So you took it to the short side, stop loss at any 1-minute high, got stopped out, reshorted it one more time, and it got you out one more time. That was unfortunate. Personally, for the first entry, I wouldn't have used the high of the week for my stop loss. I would just use a little bit above view up, just in case, because view up is the technical level around here, right? And you want to get extra room, because sometimes, I mean, market makers, they know that we, day traders, we want our tight stop losses. We will use the candles, the bounce our stop losses as our stops, and what will happen is a quick small peak for 1 penny, get us out, another quick 1 penny, and get us out, and then another quick penny before it actually works out. So give it a few cents extra room, and once it breaks down, or once it starts making waves to the downside, you could add to your position and then move the stop loss closer to the high right there. Anyway, both of them were good. 5-minute open range breakdown after below view up. The thing which is also not really great is that it already dropped a lot in the pre-market without pullbacks, but still, this is good. This is not bad. You were just unfortunate. Let's see your TLRY trade. Save image. So there is TLRY. Now, this was not ideal, unfortunately. I know why you shorted it. There was a reverse hammer around here, right? And you wanted to scalp it maybe to the downside. The problem, there are two problems around here. First thing, this is a long setup. This is 3-bar play, where you're having a wide bar, followed by a doji, followed by a new high. This is a 3-bar play, and the 3-bar play stop loss is around here or here. And if you want to play this thing to the short side, you need to have a technical target. And knowing this setup, I'll know that people will be taking it to the long side here, and their stops will be here or here. I'll not be able to profit to their stops because this setup still didn't fail. If this setup fails and it goes down here, yes, okay, maybe I will be able to take it to the short side and scalp to the short side. Why? Because those people who took it to the long for 3-bar play will be getting stopped out around here, and I'll get a little bit of momentum for a scalp to the downside. The next reason is view up. View up is so close. And remember what we said? We don't want to take those type of reversals at 1, 2, 3 into the 9 moving average on the 5-minute chart when we are having view up in between, unless view up is our target. And we should know that view up is also a level like the moving average is. It's volume weighted average price, right? Again, average. This is the keyword. Knowing that this is average, we know that it could just get closer to it, bounce, and then go up. And this around here is not a good risk to reward, especially that we know it could simply get closer to it. And with each minute opening, it's getting higher and higher and higher. So the risk to reward was not ideal here, and the setup was not perfect around here, but Disney trade was really good. So do you guys have any questions? Okay. So guys, those who are still not in Discord, I recommend you join this channel. A lot of BBT members will be here, and non-BBT members, you could also invite your friends who are not in BBT if they are thinking about starting to trade and they just want to have lunch to chat at. We have the Spanish chat for Spanish members, day trading chat, where members are talking about day trading. And honestly, the swing trading, I didn't really expect the swing trading tab to have more action than day trading chat. But yeah, there are a lot of people, actually, it seems, that interested in swing trading, throwing their ideas, charts, potential stocks to watch for the future. And the final thing is the strategies tab. And this is the thing which I really want to make the best around here. This will be a base for hundreds and hundreds of trades. Either they're taken by someone or they're just seen and explained right there. This will help you to analyze any setup you want to trade in the future. And add the screenshots to your inventory just to analyze those and see how often those could work. So yeah, that's it. If you guys don't have any questions, we'll finish a little bit earlier today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll be happy to answer. You're welcome. Thank you. Have a good day, everyone, and bye-bye.